All right, so we're looking at the readings for August 5th. It's the 18th Sunday in Ordinary Time. And just kind of going over them, we're beginning the Bread of Life discourse. So the next 3 weeks, the gospel, the gospels are going to be pretty similar. It's, Jesus is the bread of life and everything. So if your priest kind of gives the same homily 3 weeks in a row, bear with it. Jesus says the same thing 3 weeks in a row. So, but there's a lot there. There's so much packed in. The first week, he's just talking about the bread of life, that he is the bread of life. So he's just done this miracle of multiplication of the loaves. And so all these disciples are like, oh my gosh, we want more food. Like, he just fed us, we want more. And he says, okay, but don't work for food that perishes, work for food that lasts to eternal life. And he's saying, okay, there's something about us that needs more than just physical food. We're nourished by something more. I'm reminded of a study that was done several decades ago about children that were raised in prison, and they were raised by their moms. And I mean, definitely not a comfortable living situation for these kids. And then so this study looked at them, and then it looked at kids that were raised basically in a shelter, away from their moms, very clean, healthy, giving good food and everything. But in terms of how the kids later in life fared, the kids who were raised in prison did much better off. There's something about being human that we need to be nourished by more than just good food and good, healthy living situations. We need love. We need to be nourished by love. And I think that's something we often forget when we come to Mass. We don't just kind of get a wafer, we get the love of God that is manifest in the body and blood of Christ, offered for our sake, offered in love for our sake. We can't divorce the Eucharist from Christ's gift of self to us on the cross. And so when he says that I am the true bread, I'm really what nourishes you, he's saying that my love is what you really need to thrive, to flourish as a human being. And without that, the food that we get, I mean, I'm just as much a fan of Twinkies as the next. Do they still make Twinkies? Anyways, but I love kind of garbage food, but that's not going to get us where we need to be. That's not going to make us fully human, fully thriving as human beings. We need the love of God that's given in the Eucharist, and that's what Christ offers to us every time we come to Mass. So as you get ready to hear this Bread of Life discourse, we just get ready to receive the love of God in the Eucharist. Have a great Sunday, celebrate well, and God bless you.